I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amaras. This is amaraslogic. Got a new video for you today. Green Bay Packers trades, rumors, and news. Before we get into it, y'all know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. Hey, what's good, Packer Nation? What's good, friends and family? Excellent performance by the Green Bay Packers today. This is how you play football. Y'all see how the Packers look when we not the ones committing stupid penalties or stupid turnovers. If it wasn't for the field goal kicker, this really would have got ugly. This really would have got ugly. Salute to the Packers with an impressive performance at Lambeau Field against the Arizona Cardinals, a solid team. We got them up out of here. And just like I saw you in the chat, Patricia P, welcome back, Romeo Dobbs. Romeo Dobbs comes back and gets 2 touchdowns right away. Dynamic touchdowns. Dynamic. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. That was a heck of a return. Hey, and y'all know what I'm noticing? More than anything else, I gotta keep it real. I see a lot more Favre in Love than I than Aaron Rodgers. I see a lot more Favre and Jordan Love. Some of those throws, that one that he fit like right over the middle, it was like 3 people, and it was just like a perfect pass. I was like, Jesus. Some of the throws is crazy. But his accuracy is up there. But I definitely see a lot more Favre and Jordan Love than Aaron Rodgers at this point. At this point, Packer Nation, as y'all come in the chat, please hit the like button to help other people find the content. Much appreciated. Man, them dudes played well. Defense, they didn't get a pass rush, but they were very opportunistic in turnovers. 3 fumble recoveries. What else can you ask for? What else can you ask for? So salute to them. So definitely salute to them. That it was definitely was a impressive performance. Very impressive performance. Give me 1 second, but give me 1 second, Packer Nation. I gotta let this dog upstairs. 1 second. My bad, y'all. It be like that sometime. My bad, y'all. But yeah, I'm really impressed with the Packers today defensively. Like I said, there still isn't a pass rush, but just being opportunistic and being in the right place at the right time, 3 fumble recoveries, very, very impressive by the Packers. Very impressive. Like I said, this is how the Packers should look. And they gotta play for real. Hey, our division is no joke. Detroit is winning. Minnesota's winning. Hey, Chicago is for real. We gotta pay attention to them Chicago Bears. They're a NFC North is no joke. You can't give away any games anymore. Every game matters for the Packers from here out, especially with the Vikings undefeated. We got to get serious. Packers got to get serious. But I'm very satisfied with the play today, and I hope Marvin Harrison is okay too. I think he got a concussion, so hopefully he comes back. But this is a great performance. The only thing that wasn't perfect in this game is that we really couldn't run the ball like I wanted us to effectively. The Cardinals did very good at stopping the run, but so did we. We probably had our best game of the season as far as stopping the run. So shout out to the defense for that. Very, very positive game for the Packers. Let me see who's up in the chat. Let me shout out everybody. Then we go get into the numbers. And then I'm gonna open up the lines. Mr. Cool, the living legend, is in the building. Bucks #1 in the building. Brandon King Carter in the building. Patricia P, Queen of the Chat. What's good, ma'am? Salute. My boy Tommy Jackson is in the building. What's good, bro? Romero R, what's good, famo? My homie Robert Brooks in the chat. What's good? The great Mr. Smith in the building. What's good? AKA Raz, what's good, sir? What's good? Hey, they was out there doing they 1-2 today. I'm not gonna trip. I'm gonna get into the number. I do have some things I do want to talk about. And I think if you look at the numbers, you'll think it's different than what it was. But look, just give me a second to cook because we need to talk about a couple. We need to talk about Quay Walker. We need to talk about Clenny Clark, and we need to talk about Rashawn Gary. Not yet, though, y'all. Not yet. Let it marinate, but just to put that in the back of y'all mind, we got to bring up those three players. We definitely got to bring up those three players. Let's get into the numbers, and I'm gonna get into the comment section. Give me a second here to pull up the numbers in this great win at Lambeau Field in front of friends and family. Packers dominate the Arizona Cardinals 34-13 in a great performance by the Green Bay Packers at home against the Cardinals. Let's take a look at these numbers. Let's get a little. Hold on one second, y'all. Let's get a look at these numbers real quick. There we go. Let's get a look at these numbers. Let's look at the ops numbers first. Kyler Murray, very pedestrian effort, 22 of 32, nothing special. One touchdown, 214 yards. He was shut down. I'm most impressed with this by the Packers. They allowed less than 100 yards and less than 4 yards to carry. That's very impressive defensively. They were getting killed by Trey McBride, and the reason they were getting killed in the middle by Trey McBride, who hasn't been doing anything, is because Quay Walker was consistently out of position. He was consistently out of position. And he was getting all those tackles because he was trailing. He was trailing plays. Look how many of those tackles were for a loss. Quay Walker was out of position a lot today. I'm not gonna even hold y'all. I don't like Quay Walker one bit. I think he's trash. I'm gonna keep it $1. I think he's trash. Anyway, Trey McBride was their biggest threat over the middle because they knew that Quay Walker was always out of position. And then Marvin Harrison Jr. didn't do anything. He got hurt early in the game. And then they lost 3 fumbles. So that was awesome on our part. At least Kenny Clark did that. He did have a fumble recovery. He's still playing weak. Jordan Love with a great performance, 4 touchdowns. The one pick was on the slip, so I'm not going to count that against him. Running the ball, I expected a little bit better from Josh Jacobs and 3.4 yards to carry on 18 carries. He really couldn't get it going, but I do appreciate the consistency on the run from the Packers. 38 carries, 179, 4.7. I'm not mad at that at all. I love the consistency of the Packers to go ahead and emphasize the run. That makes everything easier. 38 carries is awesome. Awesome. Emmanuel Wilson. I like Emmanuel Wilson. I've been telling y'all, 7 carries, 54 yards. Bo Melton. I like those little reverses and whatnot too. He had 27 and a Chris Brooks, and then Jordan Love had a couple small scrambles. And but yeah, for the most part, 4.7 yards a carry, you can't be mad at that. Christian Watson shows why he's dynamic. Christian Watson, you know what it is about Christian Watson? What I watch, what it is with him? He has a burst. He can get to top speed right away. He doesn't have to rev up. He can immediately be at top speed. That's what makes him dynamic, and that's how he can get separation. Christian Watson don't need to rev up. He can just get to that top gear right away. Just boom, explode that burst. Christian Watson is funny. If you watch him and how he runs routes and when he takes off, it's crazy how he can just get separation like that. That's why you miss Christian Watson, because any defense you have to respect him. He'll take the top right off your defense. No problem. No problem. And with Christian Watson healthy and Romeo Doubs back, you see how dynamic we are. Yes, Romeo Doubs is crying and doing all that, but you can see how much of an impact he can have when focused. Romeo Doubs is a good receiver, like I was saying. He just needs to get his head out of his butt and focus on us trying to win games. Romeo Doubs is a good receiver. And when we're healthy, we're dynamic. Dontavian Wicks was catching balls today, finally. Even though it was one, at least he caught the one. Tucker Kraft caught a couple. But really, it was a Romeo Doubs and the 2 touchdowns to him, Christian Watson, and then Jaden Reed had a slow game, 6 for 28, but he had a touchdown. Just a great all-around performance by the Packers. And yes, it looks like Quay Walker did something, but if you watch that game, he was out of position. These 10 solo tackles were him trailing the play. None of them were behind the line or stopping anything. Damn, I don't like Quay Walker. I do like Edgerrin Cooper, though. He plays well. Edgerrin Cooper knows what he's doing, and he explodes, and he gets to where the play is headed. He doesn't wait till the play happens and tackles. He's ahead of the game. I like Edgerrin Cooper. And as you can see, Kenny Clark at least did one good thing today. He did get a fumble recovery. Jair Alexander with a fumble recovery, and also Carl Brooks. And that punch out, hey, that was dope to see that. I love to see how our defense is very opportunistic. We might not have the best pass rush, but we find a way to force turnovers. And that's what's really important, because that can change the tides of games. So I'm really hype about that. I'm definitely hype about that. But to be serious, y'all, we got to figure out the kicker situation. You can't go deep into the playoffs or even win football games if you can't rely on your kicker to kick a 40-yarder. We can't rely on him to kick a 40-yarder. And that's a fact. And I really think that that's a problem. I really think that that's a problem. Also, in this game, that really helped us as well was the penalties. Oh, they were looking like us with the penalties. Check this. Let's go to team stats real quick and get down to the penalties. They had 13 penalties for 100 yards. The Packers only 5 penalties for 40 yards. Oh, look how different the Packers look when we not playing stupid and we're showing some high football IQ. We look at that. We just blew them out the water. That's how most of these games should go. We're an extremely talented football team, ladies and gentlemen. We're extremely talented. When we are dedicated to the game and paying attention to detail, look what we do. Look what we do. But I still see a problem. We are not getting a pass rush. We are still not getting no pass rush. Y'all told me Rashawn Gary was cold. Y'all told me Kenny Clark was cold. I told y'all they not. I don't see them just destroying offensive lines like Max Crosby, Bosa. I hope Aiden Hutchinson get better from Detroit. They not doing that, and they got the big bag. They not doing that. Man, I don't honor either one of them. I'm gonna keep it real. We need people to get pass rush pressure. I want a Clay Matthews. Clay Matthews was destroying offensive line. He was bringing pressure, collapsing the pocket. Man, where's the Cullen Jenkins at? That's what I want. Where you're getting 10 plus sacks. These dudes is not what people say they are, man. I'm telling y'all, we are not getting pressure with our front four, and to me, that's a problem for what we're playing. I'm just keeping it real, y'all. That's my only problem in this game is that we're not getting any pass rush. And people keep telling me about how cold Kenny Clark and Gary are. Can you please explain to me in the chat? Because I'm confused. It's been we done played 6 games this year, and neither one of them has done diddly poo. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm gonna get to the comment section here, y'all. Then I'm gonna get into the then I'm gonna open up the lines here in a moment. Thank you. Hey, Mr. Cool said the Packers division is the best division in football. It looks like it. It's gonna be a dogfight in that division. I think 2, maybe even 3 teams could get to the playoffs from our division, depending on how things shake out. Mr. Cool said Mike McCarthy will be fired this week, I believe. Oh yeah, he's almost out of there. McCarthy is almost out of there, Mr. Cool, for sure. Bucks number 1 said instead of Romeo Dobbs talking all this BS, he can actually play football, bro. Oh no. Hey, Romeo Dobbs, I told y'all he's a great possession receiver, but he does have a burst. I told y'all he remind me of Robert Brooks. If y'all remember that, go back that far, he remind me of Robert Brooks. He wearing the same number. Plays very similar. My boy Brandon said, "Go Pack, go!" Absolutely. What up, Brandon? Patricia P said, "Welcome back, Doc." Yeah, hey, 2 touchdowns. And that second, hey, both of those touchdown passes was kind of wild. Hey, Jordan Love, hey, he's a gunslinger. I'm gonna give you that. He's a gunslinger. He's definitely a gunslinger. The homie Tommy Jackson said Packers floss today. Nice win. What up, Wisconsin Nation? What up, Tommy? Yeah, they did. They styled on it today. They styled on it. You know what I like about watching the Packers? Hey, we have very dynamic play calling. I love the play calling for Matt LaFleur offensively. We are a very dynamic team as far as the style of play and the plays that are called. I really like Matt LaFleur's offensive play calling. It's very balanced. It's very abstract. It's not your normal plays. A lot of misdirection. I like what he does out there. I like the type of game he calls. Romero R was good. Quay Walker leading tackler for the 2nd week in a row, and people throwing shade. Yeah, definitely throwing shade on it, bro. I watched the whole game, bro. Dude, Quay Walker is constantly out of position, bro. I'm telling you, don't let the stats fool you. You gotta watch the game. Quay Walker is not helping this team, bro. I'm telling you. Quay Walker is not it. He ain't no Luke Kuechly out there. The homie Robert Brooks in the building said green and gold looking really good today. Go Pack, go. Hey, they gotta look good. Hey, we can't afford to lose no games. Minnesota is still undefeated. The Bears is 4-2. Detroit 4-2. We 4. Hey, hey, the NFC North is no joke. The homie Dr. Smith said chat turned up. Yes, sir. The homie Bleacher Report boss Daniel Orr said, "What up? What up, bro?" Oh yeah, the Cowboys got their head beat in. Hey, Dak Prescott is mid at best. Dak Prescott is mid. I'm not gonna even hold y'all. Dak Prescott is mid. And to keep it real, Kyler Murray is mid too. And I think a lot of that has to be due to his height. He looked funny out there. Hey, Kyler Murray at quarterback looked like Darren Sproles at quarterback. Y'all remember Darren Sproles? That's what it looked like when he out there quarterback and running around. He looked like Darren Sproles. At least that's my opinion, because he just looked little. He looked dainty out there running around, doing nothing. What up, Pamela Davis? I'm holding my breath every time. Number 44 is stepping up to the ball. Hey, he's trash. Hey, I'm not gonna even hold you. He's trash. We gotta figure out we gotta get him out of there. Our kicker is a problem. Our kicker is a problem. Definitely a problem. He might be the worst kicker in the NFL, actually. Pamela Day said Jordan Love out there throwing a block, stay in the pocket, please. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. He got too hyped. Yeah, throwing that block. Yeah, that's after that. I was like, oh yeah, they got to get him out of there. He's wilding. Robert Brooks said I knew Dobbs was going to have a good day, especially after last week's differences. Yeah, I didn't know he was going to snap like that though. That was kind of crazy. Yeah, that was kind of crazy. Oh, Kenton said Texas versus Packers might be game of the week. Yeah, it should be. That's a big game for both teams. Robert Brooks said, Mr. Smith, let's go Pack. Absolutely. Yeah, Tucker Craft. I see that comment. Tucker Craft is going to be a problem in the future. Pamela Davidson, I'm used to having a pick six every game. Hilarious. Let me go ahead and open up these lines too while I go to the comment section. I'm just really proud of how they play. But I'm telling y'all, Rashawn Gary, Kenny Clark, and whatever. What up, D Code 123? What's good, bro? Yeah, Romero said love Tucker Craft. Facts. Robert Root said, yeah, Pam, we got spoiled for pick sixes. It's crazy. All right, we getting locked in with the legend here. Let's get him in here. Let's get him in here. Hey, 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 Mr. Smith was good, sir.
What's going on? What's going on?
Hey, what's going on? How you feeling about this game today?
Well, firstly, let me ask you this real quick. Was the beat that was playing in your lead up, was that Amtrak?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Amtrak's, bro. Listen, you gotta get with one of these like these conscious, like good vibe music rap dudes like JID or this new
Right,
dude,
he got to do something.
right? And get yourself in a different tax bracket. You got different tax bracket talent, bro. That's real talk. You know what I mean? I hope you see this. Get with it. You know what I'm saying? Get your music to one of these dudes, man,
He
and get
trying.
going.
He working on it. He working on
He's
it.
working
He
on it.
definitely working on it. Shout out
Yeah,
to
man.
Amtrak. Shout out to
Yeah,
Amtrak.
for sure. Can I offer you perspective that might change your mind on a couple of things?
Yes,
Maybe.
go ahead.
Okay. Let's start with the pass rush, right? On paper, we did not get any sacks today. I submit to you that a sack is not the only way to judge a
Right,
pass rush, right?
right.
A sack is like the cherry on,
On top. Right. I agree.
top, right? To indicate that there was pressure. I would say go back in that game and watch how many times we made Kyler throw off schedule.
Okay,
Right?
that's fair.
There were a number of different times, and there were a number of different times when it was Rashawn Gary in there doing it. Now, I'm not going to try and be an apologist. People are going to feel however they want to feel about that. I will say this, though. When you are failing at the pass rushes, when the brother's back there and he has all the time in the world to make the pass, and that
Right,
was not Kyler Murray's reality today. If we're also talking about the defensive line, what are the strengths of Arizona? The strengths of Arizona are supposed to be the running attack. They want
right.
to go
That's why I
big
gave
ball.
them their props on that. I definitely gave them
Right.
their props on
Because
that.
they didn't look like any of that today.
Right,
Right? James, what is his name? I'm not James Harrison.
James
James,
Conner.
James,
James
James,
Conner. Right. It's they both
James
from
Conner.
Pittsburgh. They both from Pittsburgh. What up, Daniel?
Right?
Hey,
What's happening,
guys.
Daniel? How James Conner did not look like the James Conner
Right,
he'd been looking like against other teams, right?
right.
Kyler Murray is a dual threat quarterback, right? So this should have been expected, right? Right now, Jeff Hafley's approach to dual threat quarterbacks, and I'm not um, against his approach. It's too much pass rush, right? You can't go crazy against these dudes because the minute
Right.
you let them out of the pocket, they kill you like that, right? So someone had said in the chat, I missed the days that we had the Smith brothers. There's no doubt that when we had Zadarius, when we had Preston going, it was an excellent game to watch. We were all
Right.
excited about it, except when we played the 49ers that year and the quarterback didn't even pass for anything. Do you remember how we
The
lost that game? They
running.
were just handing off to the running back. Do you see
Most
where they were going? They were going right at Zadarius Smith because Zadarius Smith kept going for the sack. He kept losing, contain, and they ran for 1,000 yards on us. There's strategy in play. There's strategy in play. To me, what is another team really good at? Were they able to do that against your defense? If
No,
the
that's fair.
defense was able to take away from them what they do, then advantage defense. They only scored 13 points. They only scored one touchdown and two field goals. This wasn't even a game, and a lot of that was due to that defensive line. We did a really good job today.
They did great. They
We
they
did,
definitely did great stopping the runner. I gave them credit. Under 100 yards, under 4 yards to carry. That was some good football defensively. I would just like
and
to
pressuring the quarterback. They
mm,
just did not get the sack,
right.
but
But it's been
pressuring
like
the
that for a
quarterback.
few weeks though. This ain't just today.
Oh, no question, no question. Like
Yeah,
last
that's
week,
my
there's
problem.
no.
Like, when is that gonna happen? I understand the to scheme around a running quarterback. I get
Yeah,
that, but even when you scheme around running quarterback, they got a Max Crosby, a T.J. Watt. They're still making plays, and that's
you
what I'm saying. And that I don't see from our play for what they're
we don't
getting
have
paid. For
we
what
don't
they're
have
getting
that.
paid.
Right. So we don't have. So you got to scheme that pressure, and you have to do it intelligently.
Right.
Otherwise, against these guys, like you just named Max Crosby, right?
Right.
Where's the Raiders defense,
Hey, their
right?
team is bad though. Their team is bad though.
But
Yeah.
completely speaking, where's the Raiders defense? I know Max
Right.
Crosby is a superstar. Where's the Raiders defense in totality? They're not very good. I would rather take a better defense. We had another game where we had three turnovers. One of
Right.
those turnovers was a forced fumble from a guy on our defensive line. Carl Brooks turned
Yep.
in pursuit. That's not something that we saw. They would
No,
mush
we're
pass,
that's what I
and if
said. We're
we
very
wouldn't,
opportunistic. We're very opportunistic. Like right place, right time with these turnovers. I
you
definitely
know what
will
I mean?
say that. And like I
Uh,
said too, Matt LaFleur is extremely creative with his offensive play calling. I love
yeah.
our play calling offensively.
Beautiful. That brings me to my next point, right? And this is what we were talking about Romeo Dobbs, right? Remember, I said last week I would like to hear the brother speak for himself before everybody jumps on him. He finally did speak on for himself. There was
Yeah,
some things going on in that interview that let me think. All right, I'm set football aside right now. Are you okay, brother?
Right.
You know, because like in all seriousness, I know we got to step out of our fandom sometimes. I've seen people report like that. It bothers me. I hope that he's doing okay. I love the fact that the first touchdown, everybody ran over to him. I love that it was love. I
Right.
love that the crowd picked him up. And now it's to the point where I do think there's maybe
yeah.
something else going on. I'm not defending what Romeo Dobbs did or how he went about it. I just think that there's more to it, and I'm glad that the team moved on.
Right.
Additionally, I don't think there's never a right way to go about saying I need more targets, right? Because it implies selfishness.
Right.
And I don't like selfishness. I certainly don't like the way that he went about it. That being said, I think the Packers, for a really brief moment, were starting to lean into some habits offensively that were starting to annoy me. Namely, trying to force feed Dontavian Wicks the ball when we have all these receivers.
Right.
Now, Dontavian Wicks gets hurt. I never wish injury on anybody. I think the Packers are going to be at their best when Dontavian Wicks is healthy and he's contributing. But him not being there, I don't know if one had to do with the other. I
He
don't know if
played
they
today.
decided
He played today. Wicks played
he
today.
did, but he got hurt and then
Yeah, yeah.
had to come out of the game,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
right? So
Fair.
so I don't know that one has to do with the other. I don't know that they became a more efficient offense because Dontavian Wicks went out of the game. But it was like a spell was broken. And then all of a sudden, we remembered that we have like this efficient offense when we decide to move the ball around,
Fair point.
right? It was so even. It was so balanced. It was so efficient. It was beautiful. That was beautiful offense. This by far is our best game, complete
But why
football
is it
game.
our best game? The penalties. We had 5 penalties for 40 yards.
That's definitely a big part of it. Absolutely. So for one, we weren't as goofy as we've been in the past. We still had 5 penalties for those yards, but we weren't as goofy and silly,
Right.
right? Even our running game
Compared to
was
them,
better.
they had 12 for 100.
They were full goofball. Welcome to the Packers' existence for like the last
Right.
couple of weeks.
Right.
Arizona Cardinals. Let it be somebody else. I was yelling at my TV. Let it be somebody else for once. Let's not go hand in hand with these guys. Let it be for once, right? Um, and it was, but it was balanced running. It was balanced pass to run ratio. It was balanced pass distribution. I mean, also all of it could be Jordan Love just getting healthier as well. He was moving healthier, but when you do that, when you move the ball around and you're actually playing chess, you're that much harder to stop. So
Right.
you got like this under the like his check down game was going. We had the what do they call that? Not the jet motion, but when you go
Jet
around the
sweep.
quarterback,
Jet sweep.
orbit motion, orbit motion.
Okay. Okay.
So we had the orbit motions going. We got two different guys who could do that again, implying balance. So it's not just Jaden Reed that we have doing that. We
You can
also
put
got
Bo
Bo Melton
Melton.
who does the
Yep.
orbit motions. Exactly. So you bring a secondary up because all of a sudden they're beating you with the run. Like you had said that you didn't like the running game. I'm going to push back on that. I think we were doing exactly what we needed to do with the run because what we were doing was forcing them up. That's all you want to do. Because the minute you force up, there's a play action to Christian Watson.
Oh
Game
no,
over.
I understand that. I'm
Knockout
just
him.
saying the yards per carry for Jacobs were down. 3.4 yards a carry is really low on 18 carries.
How much? But how many yards did he get in total?
62.
Just from rushing.
Yeah, so he got
Hard yards.
18 carries, 62 yards. So that's only 3.4 yards a carry. So that was my
For
problem. I
sure.
just said that's light.
It could have been better, but
Yeah.
it definitely wasn't bad for
No, it
sure. Like,
wasn't
cause I mean, you got
with the
that.
situation because obviously we had the lead and they know we're gonna run you know what I mean, to run out the clock. So I get it, but 3.4 yards is pretty low though.
But here's where I will also push back with that.
Uh,
Right, we're balanced as a running game,
right.
right? Because we got
I agree. We had
we
38 carries. We had a total of 179 rushing yards, 4.7 yards a carry, 38
right,
carries. I love that. I want as close to
right.
40 carries as a total unit per game.
So here's the thing that you're not going to get with Josh Jacobs this year because we are going to be more balanced with the run that you used to see with the Raiders, right? Josh Jacobs used to be a hammer that used to punch, 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 punch. Fourth quarter, he would break out because you just
Right.
get tired of tackling everybody. You're not going to do that with the Packers because it's going to be balanced. So he's not going to break you over time. You know what I
Right.
mean? He's going. You see what I'm saying? It's not going to be an attrition game with Josh Jacobs. So there's going to be, and that drops your average, right? Because if he's getting 3 yards per carry, 3 yards per carry, 3 yards per carry, then he breaks out for that 40-yard run, that's going to increase his average. And over time, you look back at the end of the game, be like, wow, yeah, this guy's killing everybody with his average and whatnot. It's because he broke you in the fourth quarter. We're not going to break you with Josh Jacobs in the fourth quarter because we got two other running backs that we're utilizing thereby keeping Josh Jacobs healthy. Why is that a good plan? Look at Aaron Jones over there in Minnesota, who's week to week now. Look at Josh Jacobs, who's 100% healthy. That's not me trying to throw shade at Aaron Jones. I love Aaron Jones, but that's why we traded him, is it not? Is it not? That's why we traded him.
So let him
It's
go.
not that he can't play, it's that he can't hold up. And they're already shot. Now, I heard somewhere that someone said that next week, the game of the week could be the Packers and the Texans. Maybe.
I
But the
agree.
other game of the week could
At
be
12
the
o'clock.
Lions and the Vikings.
The Lions and Vikings could be game of the week. Yeah, that's 12.
That's important to us.
Right.
Because one of them is going to fall. Right? Both of them are in front of us. And one of them is going to fall. I'm not worried about first of all, I want the Vikings again. You lucked out. I'm not going
The
to
Packers
be
low key
that
should
guy
be
to be a bad
undefeated. The
sport.
Packers should low key be undefeated.
Which brings me to my last point, right? So I defended some of the stuff, some of your pushback. Where I'm not going to defend is that kicker. Look, brother, I just.
Why did he have to
I'm
take a
trying to be.
turn back to gather himself? Hey, hold on.
It's a backslap. Bam.
Go ahead.
We're trying not to be toxic fans. We're
Right.
trying not to do the pylon thing. There's enough of that probably going on in Green Bay, Wisconsin tonight. The brother is not NFL talent. He's just not. Stop putting him out there to feel horrible about himself.
Yeah, he gonna mess around and just quit.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. He's got to go home and look at his wife, and his wife is okay, yeah, like you know what I mean, doing everything that she can to cheer him up. Stop putting him out there to do this. You can't tell me that there's not another kicker on this planet anywhere. I don't care if you got to go down to Canberra, Australia. Figure it out. Find someone that can kick. Go get one of these rugby dudes.
That's what I was saying. Get one of these rugby or soccer dudes. What's the difference?
Something.
Get a kicker from the CFL.
Or be willing to trade one of your precious picks.
Right.
For a kicker. Somebody. Because this can't
a kicker is a difference in a lot of games. Like as far as even if you look at the Ravens have won a lot of games over the years on the strength of their kicker.
Can I let you know something right now? Mathematically, if he makes his kicks this year, we're undefeated.
Correct. Technically.
Right?
Yes.
Now, the reason that I can't say that is because, you never know how a game is going to play out. It's like one of those things. It's the butterfly effect. This thing happens, and then maybe something else in the game doesn't happen. But if we're just being lazy about it, I guess, right? And we're just talking about the math. We've lost by kicks.
Right.
In the Vikings game and in the Eagles game. He is not the reason why we lost to the Vikings. We lost to the Vikings because we were essentially the Arizona Cardinals.
Correct.
Then, with all the things that the Cardinals did wrong today, that's what we did against the Vikings. We were just goofy as hell, and we needed to get off the field and go soak our head in some cold water or something like that. And the Eagles game was a skating rink. It was just a bad game for our defense or whatever. That's not why we lost the game. But man makes kicks. We're in a different situation, right? He's not NFL talent. Stop putting him out there. I'm not even mad at him at this point. I'm mad at us not figuring this out. There's only so much. You're not going to get mad at me if you put me in front of Mike Tyson and I get knocked out. You're going to scream at me? Of course, right? You know what I'm saying? What are you expecting is going to happen? We keep putting him out there to get knocked out. He's not. He can't. This is beyond him. I see Amtrax is in the chat. Amtrax, bro, get your beats up to one of these good music dudes. Like I said, JID, somebody. Go find J. Cole and go get yourself in another tax bracket. The beat that he Am had on earlier, that was fire. Keep it going. I'm not gonna stay too long. I just come from the gym. I know I look like I just came from the gym.
Hey, it's all good. Hey, as long as you in the gym on a Sunday, I feel you, bro. Hey, salute to that. Salute to that. I respect that.
Trying to keep up with these 20-somethings and these 30-somethings.
Hey, you wrong. Hey.
A little older. I'm not letting them tell me that I can't do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm just going to stay in this good vibe. I'm not going to get mad at the fact that I just read somewhere that Chris Middleton might not play. I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to get upset. I'm just gonna accept the fact that our team just we were expeditious with the whoop ass today, right? So I loved it. We jumped right all over them. We kept all over them. Next week against the Texans, it's going to be that much. Don't expect a whole lot of sacks against them either.
Oh no, I want, but they have a great offensive line. They have a great
And the
offensive
approach is
line.
going to be different. The approach is to keep them contained, right? So your dual threat is now one threat.
I get it.
This
I just
brother's
gotta
going to.
get on them though, because they getting paid. Hey, just like they be getting on Dame, right? They be getting on Dame when he don't do so. Hey, it's just the same thing. It's just the same
Oh yeah,
thing.
but
It's
it's
just
the
they gotta
strategy.
give them some smoke. It's the same.
For sure, for sure. Look, they were like last week, no excuse. Facts. Minnesota game, no excuse. That man can't run from anybody. So
Right.
that I'm not going to defend. I'm not going to be an apologist. But I'm just going to say, just understand that the defensive coordinator is starting to show you his DNA, and I'm not
Absolutely.
mad at that. Right? If you're going against dual threat running quarterbacks, he's going to take that person's legs away from him. You're not going to get a whole bunch of sacks. He's going to try and make you beat him with the run. You want to be Lamar? Beat us with your arm. You're not going to beat us
Yeah.
with your legs. We're not going to
Yeah.
allow it. Last but not least, and then I'm out, Evan Williams, a.k.a. Micah Hyde's nephew, is exactly what this defense needs to go to the next level.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Nixon replaces the other boundary corner
Yeah.
that allows for Evan Williams to come on the field as a safety. Javon Bullock goes down into the slot. Xavier McKinney stays on top, and Jair Alexander's on the other side. That makes us one
Our
of the best
secondary
secondaries in
is tough.
football. You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to be our big nickel package, right? I think you could just leave us in and just do that and just keep that.
Right. I
Because that
agree. Because they
dude
all
is.
can tackle. Actually, for the most part, they can tackle.
So for me, play of the game, it was a 3rd and 1. Remember, this is a run-heavy team.
Right.
And there was an option play. Kyler Murray has the option play. He
Option.
could either hand the ball to James Conner or he could hold it and take it for himself. It's 1 yard. This is one of the best running teams in football. 1
Right.
yard. Not only did everyone collapse in and stop what James Conner would have done, Kyler Murray holds the ball, decides to go and run. Not a bad choice. That's not the bad play,
Right.
right? When we say what is a good football play,
Right.
that was a good football play. Except Evan Williams was right there. And he's
Wait,
one-on-one with Kyler Murray. This is still advantage Kyler Murray. It's one-on-one, and Evan Williams is right there with 1 yard to get. Everyone else would have got smoked. Evan Williams goes and makes the tackle. For me, that was
That's
the
the play.
play of
No,
the
I
game.
agree. That's a good
Let's
point.
stop them cold right there. So rookie doing that against Kyler Murray. Didn't go for the whatever. Didn't go for the craziness. Stopped, held his position. Didn't allow Kyler Murray to turn into Allen Iverson or whatever and shake him out of his shoes. That might have happened with Quay Walker. It didn't happen with Evan Williams. He
Right.
stopped. He made the tackle. Play it again. Play it again. We get more of that on the field.
Yeah.
I may got one more play that's a little bit over that too. I would say
Okay.
the punt return that almost was a fumble and they called it back because of horse collar and it was offset penalties. JJ when he went off the field, Reed went off the field and then
And then
Nixon went in.
Keyshawn Nixon almost broke it.
Right.
He almost broke it, and then it was like a 7 point swing right there because it could have been
Yeah, that's
Cardinals.
true.
But
Because
it was
the very next play that shrunk the field enough so that the very next play is a play action bomb to Christian Watson.
yeah,
It was complete complimentary football. That's why I said
We
I
just
gotta
gotta
push
we
back.
just gotta be real. A lot of things went our way.
yeah, it
Oh,
All
did.
for
these
sure,
fumbles went our way. A lot of things went the Packers' way today, and that's
absolutely,
good to see. A lot of those fumbles could have
absolutely.
went either way, and we happened to get the ball. And we happened to. And the other thing, we were scoring in the red zone. We were just dynamic offensively today. We were dynamic offensively. And I gotta say this too. I love Jordan Love, but he definitely got a lot of Favre DNA in him. We gotta keep that real. He has a lot
For
of Favre
sure, for
DNA.
sure.
He's trying to kneel
You know
there.
what I
I'm
mean? That play that he did to
trying
Romeo
to kneel
Dobbs
there
was a
on the
little
play.
on
They're
the,
like, come
what are
on,
you
bro.
doing? What are you doing? Right? You
What
know,
about
but
that pass over 3 people? It was 3, and it just dropped right in my man's
yeah,
hand. I was like,
Lost
yo.
his, like,
yeah. Uh, for whatever reason, I'll be honest. For whatever reason, I didn't feel as badly about that as I did the Jaden Reed was absolutely a terrible decision. He deserved
That was
that was 1,000% the wrong
that
play.
was hero
When we
ball,
say
man.
play the right
That
way,
was
He's good for 2 or 3 of those a game, though.
yeah,
We got to understand that that's it. He is a gunslinger. We got to be real.
a
right.
damn. I just say
That
too.
was absolutely the wrong play. And then I went back and looked at it and whatnot to make matters worse. On that play, Bo Melton was wide open. That's why there was triple coverage. So you have to ask yourself, you got 3 people around one receiver. Where is the wide opening? And he didn't see Bo Melton at all.
Oh, it's
That is
gonna
a
be a field session next week.
wrong
I mean,
play.
it's gonna be a field
But
session. They gonna pause that play like Love, look at this play. Bowman wide open
yeah,
right
Yeah,
there.
but
hopefully that these are learning experiences for Love to see. That's what I'm hoping in the film room. Like, hey, bro, he caught this, but
because
look what you really had over here.
But I think that's what happened because he was so much more efficient today. So even though there were those like passes, it wasn't as bad as I've seen earlier.
Right,
I don't know this Jordan Love, and if we have to go a season with this, I don't know about our chances because this brother's decision making is driving me crazy. This
right.
game, it was
He was
just
nice.
it was surgical. He was just
Right.
like every
Running
decision
down
that
the
I
field, he
want to
was
see
doing.
more Tucker Craft. I know it's only so many football, but if you can get Tucker Craft so he's respectable as a threat, I think that even makes the offense more dynamic. Because Tucker Craft seems to be getting open, but I just know it's only so many footballs to go around. But if we can
I think
start to just
he did,
make the tight end and just a viable option, I think we can even be more dynamic.
but I think he did. See, this is the Xavier McKinney effect, right? So they'll say Xavier McKinney didn't get an interception this game and the streak was broken, right? You know what else you didn't see? You didn't see any deep bombs over the top. That's the Xavier McKinney effect.
Right,
That's
facts.
the Sanders Darrell Revis effect, right? When you start doing your job so well that people don't even want to try you anymore,
Right,
that's still advantage Packers, right? So you either keep testing me and I will keep showing you why you just made a horrible decision, or you just wave the white flag and say, I'm not going to test you anymore, and now we can't even use that as a threat. Tucker Craft, right? You either keep testing me and leaving me wide open and watch me stiff arm somebody to sleep and run for a touchdown, right? Or you send more coverage in my direction, which now frees up people like Christian Watson
right.
and Romeo Dobbs, right? This is why I was saying it's not necessary for us to have like this clear cut number one wide receiver, even though
Agreed.
at this point it's still probably Jaden Reed, but it's not necessary to do that. It's just find the open receiver because no matter what, the minute one person goes off and commands attention, then someone else is going to be open. Then someone else is going to be open. James Jones, Greg Jennings, Jordy Nelson, Donald Driver, Jermichael Finley. Like
Right.
this is like that. This is that offense. And as long as Jordan remembers that and stops trying to force feed Dontavian Wicks just because ESPN went a whole summer saying, oh, he's going to be the next Devontae
Right.
Adams and blah, blah. Just let the game, he might be that, but let the game come like
Yeah, let
naturally.
it happen organically. Let it just happen
Exactly.
organically.
Stop trying to force feed the action. If it happens, it happens. But in the meantime, you got someone like a Romeo Dobbs who, even on a kind of pass, he still turned that cornerback inside out. That's what Romeo Dobbs does. That's his superpower. He's the contested catch guy.
Right.
So throw up a jump ball, he's the guy to do it. Everyone got into their superpower bag today. Who's our deep threat? Christian Watson. What did we get today? Deep bomb to Christian Watson.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just love the way we look today, and we're gonna need all of it because next week is another opportunity for a noteworthy win. Now, yes, we beat the brakes off Arizona.
We
Arizona,
don't have a
they're cool.
respectable win yet. We don't have a respectable win yet.
Oh,
We don't have. I
So,
gotta keep it real. We don't have a respectable win yet. Beating
next week.
so
Houston would be a respectable win where you could that's one in the cap. Like, okay, we beat a playoff because they're going to the playoffs. Let's not be fooled here. The
oh,
Houston
sure.
Texans
They
are a
just
playoff
beat
team.
the daylights out of Buffalo. They broke the Buffalo, right? So while there's definitely, I'm not like just throwing this win away, right?
Right.
All week I had to hear about how the Cardinals came back and beat the 49ers. The
Right.
49ers, oh, they can run, and they didn't do none of that today. So we broke them, but we beat that other team. We stay step for step with everyone else in this what is now becoming the Western Conference of basketball or
Right.
whatever,
Literally. Literally. Hey, the
right?
NFC is no joke. Period.
We stay step for step with them. Next week we have, I call them the bloodletting games, right? No matter what, one of the teams that we need to lose is going to lose, right?
Right.
Unless it ends up being a tie. But either the Vikings or the
That
Lions are going
still
to
helps
fall.
us.
That's advantage to
Byron
us.
Brooks, I sucked in my leagues this week. I sucked. It was not a good week for me in fantasy.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I've talked enough.
All
God
right, bro.
bless y'all.
Appreciate.
Love
Hey,
y'all.
hey, Salute, get the likes up. Did y'all hear the jewels being dropped in here by the honorable Mr. Smith? Let's go.
You
Appreciate
know,
you. Hey, then
you
we
know what
got
I
the
mean.
pack.
But
We got the bus game tomorrow too.
we
Oh,
do.
you
Hope
did it wrong.
I don't know. Hopefully, Chris Middleton plays in that game. Although I've already resigned myself to the belief that he's not again. But I'll stay in the good vibes. I'll stay in the
There we
vibes
go.
that we didn't need this. You know, it's still the preseason. I'm trying to cope. It's not working. You know what I'm saying? Well, maybe he'll play in the Dallas game or whatever. All right, brother.
When he plays, he
Okay.
plays. It's just we'll figure it out.
But until then,
All right,
let's
y'all.
like soak in. that was
Salute to the
perfect.
legend.
All except for that kicker. Get you look. Just move on from the brother. We didn't even need a dog pile on him. He's not NFL talent. Stop putting him in a position to embarrass
Fact.
himself. Just give him a clipboard. Go get him a Pat Connaughton jersey, and tell him to sit
Hilarious.
down. Go sit down somewhere,
Hilarious.
and go get him. Go get and find a kicker from Australia. Something. Somebody got to be able to
Right.
do something. Somebody. Somebody. You know what I mean? Anyway, salute
All
y'all.
right. Salute.
Salute
Salute.
to the
Salute.
chat.
Appreciate you. All right.
Peace, peace,
All
peace.
right. Salute. Hold on one second. We move you in here. There you. Hold on. Please report ball. So how you feel? Tell me how you felt about the game.
Man, it like Mr. Smith said, it was a roller coaster just watching them just dismantle. It could have been worse in the second half, but it was like put a little bit. They tried to run the ball, wanted to get Josh Jacobs going in the second half, but it was just everything went our way. The penalties went our way. We got a couple of fumbles here. It was one punch out fumble that I loved seeing that. But yeah, our kicker is bad. I mean, I know Mr. Smith just, but my father-in-law was eating like, man, he gonna miss. He's called before it happened. He's like, he gonna miss his kick. He gonna miss
Did
his
you
kick.
see what Amtrak's put in the chat? He said that Twitter say that he doesn't miss from the left hash mark.
If you gotta do all that for him just to make a kick, then I even have him. I mean, come on. Why do we have to move the ball this way just so he can make a kick? You should have seen the look on. I mean, how much did we need another kicker? Like he could not make a kick. Say it was like, yeah, he made one kick. It was right in middle field. It was like 30 yarder.
Right.
Like we we can't have this right now. Like we're in a tight race in the division, one of the best divisions in the league right now.
Correct.
Look what the Lions did to the Cowboys. They destroyed the Cowboys. And Minnesota's undefeated. Bears are doing their thing right now. They're trying to heat up a little bit. They're gonna be on the bye week next week, but it's like we can't just be thinking like you're gonna give these games away. That is right now. You got to win these next couple of
Right.
games,
Hey,
and
we
we,
can't.
we
Any loss is devastating in this division just because of how everything has started off already. Like I said, the Bears are dangerous too. We got to take the Bears serious.
I ain't gonna say anything about the Bears today, man. I watched that game. I'm like, man, if Caleb Williams really getting it together like he just did today, it's gonna be hard out for them.
Yeah, I see why they got rid of Fields. Caleb Williams got an arm. The man, listen, he's legit, bro. He's legit.
I was also watching but I mean, yeah, Love he's doing a lot of hero balls a little bit here and there, but it's just like I said, once they figure out trying to get everybody involved and keep Tucker Craft involved in the passing game, we can be anybody. And then
Right.
like I said, there wasn't throwing the ball down the field because I was watching the game. They wasn't really throwing the ball down the field.
True.
Alexander made one coverage play, but that's about all they missed. But it Cardinals just was taking out a game play. They wanted to run the ball the whole time. Then Packers like forced not to throw the ball. Now next week we face Houston, Texas. That's going to be a little bit tougher, but I think that we can beat them too because number one, they don't have their number one receiver.
Yeah, Nick Collins. That's what I just saw in the chat. Shout out to Robert Brooks.
Y'all got Nick Collins. Their defense is going to be tough, but all you gotta do is take their away. You gotta force.
But they got a
You
running game too. Joe Mixon is a solid running back.
he's
They have a
yeah,
solid team. They're a solid squad.
yeah, it's gonna be this
It's gonna
game
be a
right.
battle. It's gonna be a battle.
This game should be at least a 3:30 game, and I'm surprised that the NFL is gonna allow it. It's gonna be at 12. Because if I'm the NFL, I'm like, look, Texas versus the Packers, 5-1. I'd be like making phone calls like, yeah, they gotta move this game right here because this is too high power
I
right here.
think they will though. I think they'll make this game of the week. They still got time, right?
Yeah, they can change the game if they want. I'm think they're gonna change this time because it's too. It's already week
Okay.
6. They gonna have to. They gonna have to change it because this is too big right here. This is 5-1 team versus a 42 team Green Packer team trying to get a good win versus Texans. I mean, this is gonna be a good game. So I can't wait. I cannot wait till next week.
And
But
we need a good win under our belt. Like I said, I think we need a good win under our belt as far as a quality opponent.
we do, and I just think that this, if we beat the Texans, we'll get more respect and we'll feel more better about how our team's going. Because you gotta beat teams like this. This is the teams you gotta beat. This teams you gotta go there. You gotta beat them. But the kicker gotta go.
Yeah, the
I don't know.
kicker is a problem.
I don't know how much longer. We talked about the linebacker is terrible. We talked about how the line they can't is they're self-defense trying to go against the offensive line for the Packers defensive line, but the kicker is like worse because we
That
just need
changes the whole game. I agree.
all we need 3 points from you, and you can't even get a 44-yarder. You got
Oh,
Arby
did you
from the
see what Amtrak said? He said they won't the Chiefs and the 49ers are in the late window. I can see that. That's fair. Yeah. Yeah, Super Bowl rematch, you got to. That no, I can understand that. I'm not mad at that. Well, come on now, Bleach Report boss. We can't be like that. Come on, bro.
I know, man.
Come on, bro. You, we gotta be realistic.
Man, the 49ers been playing a little
What
bit
up, Jeff?
suspect weeks though. That's all I gotta say. I mean, with the Chiefs, they're undefeated. I understand it, but I say with the 49ers, they've been playing a little bit suspect last couple of weeks. Even though they won, they just been. I understand though, but I
We just
feel
need
like
that win. We got the Texans are a good team. That'll be a quality win, even if they are without Nico Collins, their number one receiver. They still got Stephon Diggs. They still got Tank Dell. I mean, let's not trip. They
that's
got a
gonna
good
be.
squad over there.
It's
Joe Mixon
interesting.
is a quality all around running back.
That's gonna be interesting. Diggs and Alexander back together again after the last time what happened when they was
Yeah.
playing. You seen that? You
And
saw what happened?
Diggs is a quality receiver now. Diggs ain't no joke.
Yeah, he ain't. He ain't. And I think Alexander this time have to start playing his cards. Don't really try to provoke him until you got him. You just gotta take care of business on Sunday. You can't really talk no trash right now. Like
Oh, look at this
one thing,
stat. Look at this stat. Shout out to Marvin. The NFC North combined after this week are 17-5. Vikings 5-0, Lions 4-2, Packers 4-2, Bears 4-2. That's crazy. Shout out to
crazy.
Marvin. That's crazy.
I'm saying that it's been the closest race in the NFC North for any division since 2002.
I can believe
It's
it.
2002, and right now, I, I
I think
really, I
two.
really don't.
I think two teams out of our division can go to the playoffs. Maybe three. Two for
Maybe
sure.
I'd say three, not
Three.
the whole, not four.
Yeah, three.
Pack, yeah, I say three,
You
not
got to be in the top three of this division to make it to the playoffs. Period.
yeah,
And that'll
got to.
probably be the last wild card spot. Would probably be the third team.
Yeah, to be number 7.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy though. It's a lot. These are high power offense you're talking about here. All these teams that got high power offense, they'll put points on the board just like that. They ain't playing around.
Right.
They'll
And when you get if you get in scoring position and you can't kick field goals, that's a problem because you need field goals against quality team. You're not gonna always be scoring touchdowns. Let's knock it off. You need to be able to kick some field goals. Period. And I don't feel comfortable with our kicker, and I don't think he feels comfortable being a kicker.
just look how he looks. It looked like like we missed kicks. He even nervous going there trying to kick a field goal. I'm like, if you're not even confident, you're not even smiling out there. Like he's like, man, I'm about to get fired, man. I'm
I
about to
mean,
lose my
extra points are even a struggle.
yeah. he's like not even a smile. He's just like, I'm gonna go through this.
Right.
But I mean, if you have to look over your shoulder every time you miss a kick, so what's the point of you being there? Like, yeah,
I think he's done mentally.
I think he's done. He's
But
just
they
ready
said
to
this
get.
was his. You know what's crazy? They said this was his best week of practice.
Didn't look like it to me.
But
They
they
said
said even the commentators were saying that he was struggling mightily in
pregame.
uh a pregame warm ups. They said he was looking crazy. They said that's why we was going for fourth down from the jump because of how bad he looked.
He gotta go. We can't. We are the hot. Our bro. This is like some Chris Middleton thing, but the thing is, he's not even Chris Middleton. This is Pat content, below Pat content. He got to go. And then he's doing the most important job on the field. Like, we need 3 points. This gave me schizophrenic from last year when we lost to the 49ers and we couldn't make a couple field goals. Bro, we cannot have a kicker that doesn't have confidence. He doesn't even have confidence to kick the ball down the field. He can't even do kick down the field on the kickoff, and he's like slipping. Bro, you
His
know what
confidence is shattered, bro. I'm not gonna play with you. I'm not about to play with you, bro. His confidence is shattered. He's a shell of the man he once was.
He done, bro. You got to get another kicker, man.
Hey, Eric Payne said bring back Crosby.
Come on, man. Bring somebody back, bro. We need another kicker. I don't.
Hey, bring
They
back Morton Anderson at this point. Hey, we could get Morton Anderson at the. Hey, come on, Morton. You probably about 65. Come on, no, bro. You can still kick a 40-yarder.
I mean, I know he trying to be cheap, trying to get cheap guys to. That was a
But
because
there has to be other free agent. There has to be other kickers.
man. It gotta be somebody that can go in there, be confident, and just kick some field goals. Have to worry about it because this ain't it. And
No,
I
this is a
know
problem. This is definitely a problem.
it's a problem. I
This is
just
gonna
wish
hurt us. It's already arguably cost us 2 games. The kicker, single handedly. Shout out to him,
5 kicks
idiot.
he missed already. He missed 5 kicks, and he missed a kick today. I'm sitting there. I'm like, before, what else you waiting for? Yeah, you can smile today because it was, everything went our way, but we're gonna have a sway game soon. It might be next week, and
Right,
it's gonna cost us a game because he can't kick a field goal down the field, and the defense knows it, and the team knows it.
right.
That's the part that even get me more mad because
And then it
your team.
affects. You know what? To keep it real, it affects the play calling. You have to make a more aggressive play calling because you know that you can't a field goal. Because usually, okay, 40, 45, like, okay, let's just run the ball, kick the field goal. You know, with this kicker, you have to be inside of 40 yards for it to be reasonable.
Even that's scary though. Even he don't know he's gonna get it. It's oh man, it's why like even like Pam said it. Why do I need nerves every time you kick the ball? Like why do I like oh, he's gonna make it? He's gonna make
Because
it.
you
Oh,
don't know. Even
you
an
don't
extra
know.
point, I'm like,
It's bad. It is horrible. But like look at the Falcons kicker with Wade Cool. You know he's gonna get it every time.
right.
I remember it was a game a couple weeks ago that they came back against the Eagles. They scored a touchdown. The player got a sports-like conduct for he was the gun celebration or whatever it was. So they booted back 15 yards. So he like Wade had to make this field goal. And I said, "Now he got this, man. It's right in the middle of the thing. He's gonna get it. He got it right away. It was like a 50, almost 50 yarder. And I'm like,
Oh,
that's
that's fair.
what you say.
Marvin said not many, Aaron, because around the league there's a lot of bad kickers. I feel that to be true.
It
I
gotta
feel
be.
that to be true. I agree with you. Damn. But still, it got to be a diamond in the rough. Maybe not. Maybe they got to get somebody from Europe somewhere. I don't know. But you can't have this type of incompetence as a field goal kicker. You just can't. It'll cost your team too many games. We lost last year in the playoffs because of bad field goal kicking. I mean, like, this is a real problem for this team. Seriously.
Something got to happen. Something has to happen because next week probably gonna be one of those games we need that field goal kicker to win
Thank
the
you.
game.
Next week is definitely gonna be one of those games. It could be. We might work them. We don't know, but Usually in these type of when you go with two titans are clashing, field goals and things like that can be the difference in the game. Yeah, we need us an Adam Vinatieri.
So this next week you ain't this ain't no
Hell,
bye
bring
week.
back Chris Jackie at this point. Y'all don't know about Chris Jackie unless you're a real Packer fan. You don't know about Chris Jackie.
Met Chris Jackie, that guy. Whoo!
He said I met Chris Jackie.
I met Chris Jackie. His autograph. Still got the slick hair, man.
Chris Jackie.
Packer legend, Super Bowl 31 champion. But man, they gotta do something. But other than that, the game was good. I wish a little bit that Jacobs had a little better running, but maybe next week he'll get a little bit more.
Right.
But I like what the Packers are doing with him. They're saving him for the late of the year. Because, like I said, the Raiders, they was running him to the ground. He was
Right.
hurt all week. He was hurt most weeks. Packers like, look, we gonna give you like your 15, 20 carries, but after that, we finna make sure you ain't finna be run to the ground here because you need to be held to the full season. We need you in the playoffs,
Right.
and I think he's gonna get more than 25 playoffs. He probably get 25 carries,
Okay.
but so far he's not had that big game yet. But it's coming. But I say not this next week. It's not coming. Probably the week after that, maybe. But
But you never
back,
know. We'll see how the Houston defense plays us.
I hope. I mean, all I can say about all right, we can get 4-1 of what Houston is. They got a couple of guys that I wish we had on our team that can actually rush the quarterback. Will Anderson.
Yeah.
They got the linebackers.
They're a
Their defense.
quality team. They're just really a quality team.
Stingley is one of their best corners on the team. Mike Alexander, young, fast. This team ain't really you. I mean, yeah, you can score points on them, but you have to be really good how you score points against them. But they really like us. They can get turnovers, so you have to really be paying attention to what they do. You cannot turn the ball over against this team. But you gotta go up. Packers gotta just don't turn the ball over. Play good football, and just you at home. You can't. This is our home game. This is like we can't be losing this.
Right. Hey, I don't. Yeah. Hey, I don't agree with that, Robert Brooks. Hey, Mr. Cool, I don't think LaFleur does believe in the kick. I don't think he has a choice.
He
I
does.
don't think it's. I don't think he believes in it. I don't think he has a choice.
He
Cause
has no choice.
because I heard they were bringing kickers into camp or in for the week, and they wasn't doing nothing either. I don't know if we have a choice. Until they keep bringing in kicker. I,
Man, they have got. I'll tell you, next year they want to draft. They gonna have to draft in the second round kicker.
I don't know
That's
about that high, but we need to get a kicker.
we need to get Evan McPherson like the Bengals did. Like they gotta get somebody because this cannot be your Achilles heel all year, and
Yeah.
you supposed to win the
Not if
games.
you're a
But
championship a team with championship aspirations.
yeah, you cannot not have a kicker that's going to kick the ball completely down the field. He has no confidence. He looks like he's ready to be done because he just every time he misses a kick, like, oh, here we go again, miss another kick. And then LaFleur, every time he misses a kick, LaFleur like, he's
Right.
animated, and more animated. That's why I don't believe what Mr. Cool said. No disrespect, but it's like every time he misses a kick, it's like he going up and down or he's breathing. Like I should not feel that way with him kicking the ball. All you doing is kicking the field. I mean, you kicking the field goal. That's all you doing.
Right.
You
You're
ain't doing
doing your
nothing.
job. You're doing your job.
Yeah.
Damn. You can't even. You know what? I could even take it like, you know what? He's not accurate from 50 yards out. Okay. But anything inside of 50, he good. He's not good besides, like, you got to be like 38 yards and in. Like,
And
and then it's still a little. But about 38 yards, I think, is his max right now. That's crazy.
that's crazy.
I might be able to make a 38 yarder.
I can make a 45.
Look at look. Look at him. Y'all see Bleach Report boss kick this man's back end for no reason. Just kicked his
I
back in. Why?
wait a minute. I actually did kick a field goal at by Coastal Lambeau. They had like that little festival thing where you do the activity stuff, and I did kick a field goal, and I kicked it like a 45, almost 50 yarder.
Hey,
I'm
y'all
not,
hear it? Hey,
I'm
chat,
not,
y'all hear him? Y'all hear it? He said he kicking 45-yard field.
I can 45.
Y'all hear him, chat?
I can kick a 45 at least. But that's it. I
Oh,
can't do more
hey,
than that.
you up in them parts. If you don't go up to Lambeau and see what's good, it can't be any worse. It can't be any worse.
If I had
You
to do
might as well go and try. Hey,
it, I can try out.
yeah, just
Man,
go
like,
try. Like, hey, y'all, I'm just gonna try because I want to help this team because this dude is a sucker. Hey, this
like
dude is a sucker. I'm just
I
trying to see what I can do.
almost 300-pound man. I can kick a field goal on field. That's all you need. I ain't doing all that other stuff, man. I'm gonna have a smile on my face. Just give me midfield. And I got it. I can do it, man. I can do it. Give me midfield.
See, that's the problem. See, the thing is, he got to kick from only the left hash mark. If he kick from the left hash mark, he good. Is anywhere else he can't kick.
That's the part that even is like distracting because it's not college. Because college, you got that part is different in college. Because you got kicked to the side and you got to angle it right.
Right, right.
Like it's not college anymore, man. Like he's so
We
used
gonna
to.
get it figured out though. We gonna get it figured out. I think we'll get it figured out. But I am excited next week because we are playing a quality opponent, and I want to see how the defense plays against C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud to me is a better version of Kyler Murray, taller,
Well,
better decision maker. So I definitely want to see how the defense performs against C.J. Stroud. And he's another young quarterback too. So the NFL has a lot of young up and coming quarterbacks. So it's gonna be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
the key of the game. Pay attention. Key of the game is the pre-snap for Jordan Love because he did it against the Cardinals. He destroyed him doing it. The Cardinals because they tried to do a pre-snap. He kept trying to blitz him, and he knew where it's coming from.
Right.
And that if he does that to the Texans and he knows where the blitz are coming from, then Tux ain't gonna touch him. He's gonna
Right.
get him up because they blitz a lot. They do like stunts. They got that 49er blitzing them. They want to blitz you. They want to actually use their front. They want to use their front four to get to the quarterback. They don't really blitz that much. But when they do, they don't show it that much. They try to just come in a little bit and then come back out. So if Love can pre-snap, that's the only time I'll see a little bit of Aaron Rodgers in when he do the pre-snap. When he's trying to get the extra 5 yards, trying to get the
Yeah, he
guys.
does do that. I've seen that. Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's the Aaron Rodgers right there. So he got a little bit of Aaron Rodgers, and he got
You
the
know what
little.
I want to see more in this offense though? I don't think we utilize screen plays enough. Like
They was
halfback screens. That used
yeah,
to be our wave back in the day. I think we need to bring that back.
they was doing a little bit today with Wilson, and let
Yeah,
me
a
tell
little bit, but I like it should be a staple. I think we have dynamic running backs, and I think teams that are really trying to pressure the quarterback, we could really get some big plays. I think with halfback screens and also halfback draws. I love to see some more halfback draws with the over
you,
pursuit. I think that would be dope. Those are only other like kinks I would like to see in the offense, but those are small, minor things. I mean, Matt LaFleur is an excellent offensive coordinator. Is Matt LaFleur the best offensive coordinator the Packers have ever had?
I would say yes, and I think that Mark Holman's right behind him.
Yeah.
I mean, I know somebody gonna say, "Well, he won a Super Bowl." I'm like, "Yeah, but Mahomes never really changed his plays. He's really the same plays he did from what he did
Yeah,
from
it
the
was just
40.
execution was better.
Yeah, and then he did the same thing with Seattle, and
Yeah.
then
I agree, Jeff.
but I just think that the play call has been so crazy right now. They're just trying to get everybody the ball. Milton got more involved. I didn't even know Milton's brother was on the other team
Right.
until there was. I'm like, wow, that's his brother. Like, wow, that's crazy.
Right.
But I just think that the Packers they got so many weapons. This is why we talk about they don't need a number receiver because you got guys that can go in there and score any time. So I don't see what the Texans really take away. They're gonna try to take away. Who's gonna take away?
I don't think they're gonna try to take. I think they're just gonna try to keep everything in front of them and play
That's
zone.
that's what how
And then
Love.
that would be the smart way to play the Packers. Is you keep everything in front and just make them nickel and dime you up the field and prevent the big play. That's what I would do against the Packers. And I think they're gonna play. So I don't think they're gonna blitz because when you blitz, that means it's 1-on-1. And
And
then even if you got one good cornerback, all your cornerbacks ain't good, but all our receivers are good. So you playing with fire. You got to be very careful playing the Packers because of how dynamic our offense is. You have to be extremely careful. Because then the thing with the Packers, I noticed when we get in rhythm, it's hard to get us out of rhythm. Once we get a little bit of rhythm going, running and passing, it's hard to get us out that rhythm once we cook it. The only thing that gets us out and which was affecting us early in the season was penalties.
penalties and turnovers.
And turnovers, penalties and turnovers. Once we cut out the penalties and turnovers, look what you see on the field.
I just don't. I don't see the Texans coming here and trying to run up the score because they're not a team
No.
that can score too many points. They scored like 42 points today, but that's only because they just went against the Patriots. But
Yeah, the
I,
Patriots is terrible.
it's trash. So,
Yeah, they definitely trash.
but Patriots they scored 21 points and they got 3 touchdowns.
So that
It
lets you
was
know that their defense is vulnerable.
they're vulnerable. So I think we can get at least 24 points off on next week if we can play some good ball. But I'm just worried about the kicker because I just want to make sure if we're gonna be a sway game. If we're gonna be a sway game, we need him to make the kick when we need him to make it. And just, I mean, be real. I think before we're gonna keep it one more week, but we lose a game because he can't make a kick. I'm telling you, he gone.
I think he should be going now.
I wish he was gone now, but it's just I know how before is. He gonna try to get somebody chance. He don't want to hurt nobody. I'm like, look, you a game, you play in this game, it ain't no friends. When it comes to, I mean, yeah, your teammates are teammates, but when it comes to winning, nothing that matters. If they ain't doing the job correctly, you got to get rid of them. That's what we say. Anything with the Bucks live all the time. If the guys ain't producing, get rid of them. You got to go. That's a
Right.
Partey talk there for you. He'd be like, you got to go, man. You got to go. Like you lose games, you, you lose games. What you gonna say? Oh, it's okay, baby. Oh, it'll be okay. We'll get him next time. No, it's like, yeah,
Now
get
you
me.
can't get him next. Hey, we'll get him next time. It's hilarious.
Oh no, ain't no next time. Get out here. You think you? We got a statue of Vince Lombardi up there in that stadium. You think that he's gonna tell you he's gonna be okay? No, he's gonna be like, yeah, I get you off the field, man. You gotta go. He did stuff that made people mad. But I'm like, look, he's trying to win. He let Jim Trailer go. That went to remember the legendary Jim Trailer, a running
Right.
back by the Packers. He let him go because he didn't want to pay him extra $500,000. Like, look, I can't afford it. Like, I'll win the Super Bowl without you, and he did. It was,
I just need this Packer team to win a Super Bowl. How about that? Let's get this team to the Super Bowl. Like I said, if we get there, I will be very, 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 very confident because of what we would have to go through in the NFC to get to the Super Bowl.
um, and I'm
Like
not
this,
even.
to get to the Super Bowl in the NFC is gonna be no joke. I'm looking at Tampa Bay is winning games. Saints. I mean, like it's the
Would,
NFC is extremely competitive.
would you agree that this is like the Western Conference from the
Yeah,
NFC?
absolutely, absolutely.
That's how it feels. It feels like every team can go in there and start winning if the top teams. And I think that next, I mean, the AFC just got those 4 teams. Got your
Yeah.
got got your Chiefs. But even
Hold on,
with
let
the
me tap
Chiefs,
Brandon.
no, if you can just play like a good game versus them and not make no turnovers, you can beat them. Don't matter. If Taylor
Right.
Swift there, you can go out there and beat them. Hey, what's
What?
up?
What up, Brandon? What up? What up?
Oh,
Get to
yeah.
Brandon before I get up out of here. What up, Brandon?
What's up?
What up? So how you feel about the game today, bro?
Hey, I watched the whole game. It was a dominant game. Welcome back when we are up. And this offense is explosive.
Agreed.
And I think we need to work on defensive alignment for sure.
I just think they got to figure out a way to generate pressure without blitzing. If that's stunting, if that's different types of things, they just need to figure that out.
Yeah,
You know
it
what I'm
does
saying?
bother.
I think that's it. But as far as like Miss Smith was saying, as far as containment, the containment was cool. I get that, but I still didn't see collapsing of the pocket. That's the kind of what I was looking for, and
Yeah, you
I'm
got
hoping in the future that we can generate some type of pass rush with our front four. because our linebackers are a little sketch. Besides Cooper, I like Cooper.
I ain't
I
gonna
think,
lie to you. I wish we could make a trade for Max Crosby. If it's so bad in Las Vegas, we can make a trade.
yeah, I
Get
get
him.
Crosby.
Let's get Crosby. I would love to have him. That open up
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
up.
I would love to have Crosby. Facts.
Hey,
But I mean, we're nitpicking here. This is a good game. We'll really see. It'll be another litmus test for this team to see how we play against a quality team like Houston. Playing against Houston, we'll really kind of know where this team is at. We'll have a good indicator of how good this team really is, in my opinion.
I agree. I I think I think we beat Houston next week. I think it's a team to show the world what we can do.
Right, I
What
agree.
what the Packers can do.
Yep, I agree.
Just like the Bucks. We want to see what the Bucks can do this season.
Yep. Yeah, we're gonna
Because
go and we're gonna go live tomorrow too to talk about the Bucks. So that's why I'm gonna get up out of here soon here. So go ahead, let me get your last words. Let's start with you, Brandon. Then we gonna go to I'm gonna go to the Bleacher Report boss. Go ahead, Brandon.
the kicker situation, I know the Packers got a lot of different scenarios to to find a good kicker. But I think we need some kickers that'll make field goal once we in the playoff. That's the most important thing that we need on this team.
Agreed, agreed, agreed. Go ahead. Let
That-
me go ahead, Brandon.
It's like taking it one game at a time.
There we go. My man, my man. Go ahead, Bleacher Report boss. I like the throwback hat too. That's like one of them Acme hats.
All I can say.
Go ahead, Bleacher Report boss. Yeah. I like
It's not. Yeah, it's like I got this last year. Um, the Packers played a great game today. They had no turnovers and they had no defense penalties, mistakes mostly for the game. But overall, I cannot wait for next week. Packers have to really buckle down and get a good game plan for the Texans because they're not going to come here to blow down because it's going to be good. It's going to be a great game. I cannot
right.
wait. But better football, a little bit to another level. And hopefully they get some more players back when they get Moses back from he injured for his shoulder. But other than that, go Pack go. Let's get this dub next week. Let's come back here and talk about the Packers being the Bucks tomorrow. Hope we get a little win tomorrow. So
Absolutely. Hey, we'll be live at 8:30 tomorrow, y'all. Earlier if I can to talk about the Bucks tomorrow. Appreciate y'all, bro. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Bleach Report boss and Brandon. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. What's good? Hey, Packers got a big win, 34-13 at Lambeau Field in front of friends and family. My name is Amber. This is Amber's Logic. Hey, Green Bay Packers trades, rumors, and news live edition. Please comment, like, subscribe, and share the electrifying content with the people. We're about to get this Packers stuff cracking here. Hey, we gonna try to make this the number one source for Packers news. Hey, we and the number one chat. We working on it, y'all. It's work in progress. We gonna get to it. But I appreciate everybody tapping in. We gonna crawl before we walk. But I'm gonna keep putting in this pain, and I appreciate y'all tapping in. We gonna go live after every Packers game, and we try to go live after every Bucks game. So if you love the Bucks and Packers, feel free to join the live. Hey, I put the link in the chat. Anybody can join. We go over all the comments. This is one of the most unique platforms on all of YouTube, to keep it real. And it's just a matter of time before we get the shine we deserve, and that's the 100% facts. Appreciate y'all, the best in the business. Hey, smartest chat on YouTube, most dynamic podcast on YouTube right here. What's good? So I appreciate y'all tapping in again. We're gonna be looking forward to the game next week against the Texans to really see how the Packers look against a playoff quality team, and we'll know where we stand. So I'm very excited next week. I expect to see y'all here next week to chop it up, friends and family. Appreciate y'all. Comment, like, subscribe, share, please. Can you just hit the like button? Just hit the like button. Go.